And for more on this, let's bring in former Department of Homeland Security Acting Secretary Chad Wolf, along with attorney and legal analyst Jonna Spilborn. It's a pleasure to have you both. Chad, I'm going to start with you. I guess there are some members of Congress who want an explanation or see some kind of issue with the actions that President Trump and the administration are taking, because we haven't had an attack on us here, but you can make the argument bringing in these drugs, we're just tiny little bit of it. Fentanyl can kill so many Americans here. Looks like justification. Here are your thoughts.
Yeah, look, President Trump is obviously taking a different approach here, one that I support, which is to say we're not going to continue to allow illegal narcotics and all of the human trafficking, the cartel violence come into the United States and affect Americans. Instead, we're going to take the fight to them. And again, I think most Americans agree with this. I think you see some on the left and some members of Congress, instead of saying, hey, this is actually great action, we're stopping dangerous drugs, we're stopping dangerous individuals from coming in, they're talking about, well, it's not legal, it's not justified. They don't like President Trump, and they're going to go after him any way that they can. But the American people are supportive of this because it's taking the fight to the terrorists. Again, these are foreign terrorist organizations, and they are trying to kill Americans with these illegal narcotics and with their violence. And President Trump has said, not on my watch. We're not going to continue to do it the same way. And we're going to get the military involved. And he's been very clear about that.
John, I want to get your thoughts on this. CNN had landed an interview with who they say is a senior leader of the Sinaloa drug cartel. They asked him about the impact that President Trump's approach is having on their ability to operate. Here's what he said.
Do you think what President Trump has been doing has been making your job tougher?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
But it's becoming more difficult, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Protecting. That was a little weird and creepy. Yeah, obviously, it's making the job harder, that the masked man says. But Jonna, is it legal, though? I mean, President Trump's doing all these things, as Chad pointed out, doing all these things that are really good that the American people want, but people who just can't stand Trump are like, it's not legal or something.
Yeah, not only is it legal, it is smart. The only novel aspect of this is that the weapon of choice is not what we typically see, right? It's not a bomb, it's not a gun, it's not a bullet. But you can argue that the weapon, fentanyl and the other illegal drugs, are more deadly than bombs and bullets because it can affect so many people. Quick, there's a story up in my neck of the woods right now. This is very scary. That at a prison facility in Dutchess County, there's an unknown substance that is being droned in to the grounds and sickening the COs and the inmates. That is scary. Think about that, you guys, because if they're doing it there, they could start doing it everywhere. And you and I could be sitting ducks. This needs to happen, and before the drugs get to our shores.
Chad, real quick, 20 seconds. An inland strike of some sort on a cartel in a different country. Your thoughts on that are what?
Obviously, it becomes a little bit more difficult. The strikes thus far have been in international waters, so I think that provides some solace to the Trump administration from a legal standpoint. I think if you were to do it in country, you would need to get the assurance, or not the assurance, but hopefully the cooperation for that country. But let me just say, 4 years ago, under the Biden administration, a number of drugs and a number of individuals coming into the country, we never heard those same Democrats say, where's the legal justification for President Biden doing this? But to actually stop these individuals, to stop the drugs, they're obviously asking, well, we're not sure if it's legal or not. I think just let the American people decide which one they would rather have.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Jonna and Chad, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks.